How emotional did it get, Stephen?
I wasn't too bad. I'm a pretty out there character. I don't know. It's more a celebration for me, for my family, and just really grateful for the opportunity I've had for 14 years, and I see it as a celebration now to be able to finish up and celebrate it and move on with life, I suppose.
So did you come to that moment where you realise it's time to put up the boots, so to speak?
I think just the age and I suppose the role I play. It's a pretty demanding role, that high forward role, and I've nearly 32, so it's just when you know the time's right, you know the time's right. So I want to get back to Darwin and play some footy back there, and still got a lot of footy in me at local level, definitely. So I'm excited for that.
So I guess it's all flashed in front of you, the whole career. How do you sum it up?
It's flash for you. It's been a long 14 years for me. Extremely grateful though, the opportunity I got. Firstly going to Geelong, two incredible clubs, and obviously here to Port Adelaide. I'm very lucky to be able to play for this long, and to play for my family and play in some big games, and the excitement of it all has been really incredible. So I'm looking forward to retirement though.
Is it that there isn't that premiership? How does that sit with you?
Yeah, you got to be lucky in this game, I suppose. And I played in 5 prelims and never got to a granny. So I'll be chasing one at local level, that's for sure. Whether I've got to coach and buy it, we'll work it out. But yeah, I mean, every player strives to do that, and that's the ultimate goal, to win a premiership. So hopefully the boys here can do that in the next couple of years. I've got a great group, and I'll be definitely watching on and cheering for them.
So when you go get out the DVDs, are you always going to go to a Showdown?
Everything's on YouTube now, isn't it? DVDs, Rooch.
You're lucky I didn't say VHS.
I don't know. There's been a lot of special moments. Probably. I mean, I loved playing in the finals with my teammates, and getting a win after a final and sitting around that first 10 minutes is always really special, and they're the best times, doing it with your best mate. So,
Steve, congratulations, mate. Awesome career. What was the mood like when you told the boys? You said you weren't emotional. Could you just share a little bit about what it was like from some of your other teammates? What response did you get?
I think everyone was pretty happy with the decision, and I don't know. Hopefully, I'll be missed around the club. Always, try to train my backside off and do my best and help others around me as well. So. Hopefully I've influenced a couple of the young boys here since I've been here, and can help them on their way to their footy careers, and I'll definitely miss them, that's for sure, and hopefully they miss me.
You miss the grind, do you think?
I actually don't mind the grind. I like training. I really do. I like the off season and the challenges of it. So hopefully I don't put too much weight on, but I do. I don't mind it, but I won't miss the 3-1Ks when we get back.
Stephen, the draft took you to a very, very good club, and also then the system allowed you to come to Port Adelaide. How do you reflect on the two clubs now?
Yeah, obviously it's shaped me as I am, as a person, who I am. Firstly going to Geelong, being a long way from Darwin, and I even, when I was 17, I rang my dad up crying and needed him to. He got straight in the car and drove down from Darwin to Geelong and helped me through my career there, and my parents were a big inspiration in my career, and I've been very lucky. Two incredible clubs. When I had the opportunity to come over to Port Adelaide, had the connection with Kenny, and he was a big part of why I wanted to come over here, and I had a bit of family here as well. So the history of both clubs is incredible, and I'm very lucky to be having played for two incredible clubs.
Can you sum up Stephen's career?
He's been a special player in big moments. At Geelong, clearly, when I've coached against him at Geelong, he was a big moments player, Stevie, and got it done when you needed it for the Cats. There's always finals that I'm thinking of him running and causing grief and breaking teams with his ability to win games. And for his time here at Port Adelaide, he talked about his love of training. That is real. He's a professional. He's absolute pro when it comes to preparing the best he could prepare himself. That's why he's played for as long as he has. he brought great energy to our footy club. Great energy. He's he's going to be loved by the boys. He made a massive impact in our club in in what seems like a short period of time for us. Probably not as short for Stevie in 5 years, but he made a massive impact. There's young players in our club today who I know are better, and they prepare better because of what he showed them. And he's one of the good guys in footy rooms. He makes you smile. He made him laugh again today when he's talking about himself. He just makes people happy, and he's always done that. I was lucky to be at the Cats when he walked in, and he was, as much as he said he was in tears at times, he was a pretty confident young fella and ready to go. He knew he could play football, and that's your phone. You should turn them off in press conferences. But he's just a really infectious person that you cannot not like. He's one of the absolute favourites who I've been involved with.
He's got a highlight reel to show. Is there a favourite moment from you that he has?
Yeah, of course there is for me, but it's not the right time to talk about too many highlight reels for us at the moment. But Stevie will be remembered. There's a showdown that clearly Stevie's going to be remembered for, and for the the community of South Australia, we know what they mean. So it's a pretty big highlight to own. And as he said, YouTube, not DVD, but it'll get watched plenty of times, I'm sure, over the next few days, because I'm sure that the thousands and thousands of Port Adelaide fans will reflect on one particular moment.
Stephen, it's effective immediately. Do you wish there was that one last time to sort of wave to the fans as you go off?
Yeah, I would have loved to play another game, I suppose, but I can only control what I can control, and I was hoping that we might have made finals, and I could have worked my way back in the side, but it looks like we're not going to make it, so it will be probably affected immediately.
How do you reflect on that 2018 Showdown goal, mate? It felt like the perfect way to stamp yourself as a hero of Port Adelaide.
Pretty lucky, as a player you want to be in those situations, and I was lucky I kicked the goal, so it's definitely a highlight, and my nephews and nieces always show me it, so it inspires them, so it's good.
5 prelims, does one hurt more than any other, or stand out?
No, I think they all sting. I think as you get older, last year and the year before probably stung a little bit more because you're definitely chasing that final one. But that's how it goes in footy sometimes. There's a lot more lows and highs, and if you're lucky enough to get one, you're lucky enough. But I'll be chasing one at local level.
Stephen, what's your parting message to this group?
I think
what should they be looking for while you're not here?
We've got an incredible group. They train harder than any other club that I've seen or been with, and just to keep working on our game and keep doing that, and keep developing and helping each other through these moments. And I'm sure, after another big pre-season, we're going to be back contending again.
Coach has spoken highly of you. How would you speak of Ken Inkley?
Yeah, I've always had a great connection with Kenny. We're similar sense of humours, I think, and the way we see life, I think, and he's been a great help for me in my time over here. He's always been honest, and we've always had a great connection, so I'll always be thankful to Kenny.
What's on the cards, Steve? You say you want to play local footy now. You don't have to come to training or work tomorrow. What are you going to do?
I'll probably go to Darwin on Wednesday or Thursday. I'll take my partner up there, go up and see the family, and the footy season starts in 6 weeks up in Darwin, so better start running for that.
How was the family's reaction to the news, mate? Obviously it would have been a discussion that you had with them over a couple of weeks. How did they go?
Yeah, it's been over a little bit of time. My mum and dad are getting a bit older now, and I've always wanted to go back and be back with my family, so mum and dad are pumped that I'm coming home, and I can go back and see all of them. So.
Just on this season, mate, why hasn't it sort of worked out for you this year in terms of playing a little bit more regularly?
I think just the age thing, and then also just we've got a great crop of young guys coming through, and that's the reality of footy. You need to bleed your younger guys, and they need to get that exposure to AFL football. And like I said, I've been lucky enough to play for 14 years, and it's their turn now. So.
Could we press you for a best with and best against, best teammate and best opponent, do you think, Steve?
They've all been great. You love every teammate, and I definitely made some great friends over the years at both Geelong and Port Adelaide. So, and there's too many hard opponents these days.
And just on the move here, could you just talk to us a little bit about why the last sort of 4 or 5 years here was so special for you?
Yeah, it's definitely just having my family here, and it's very scary when you go over to a new club. You know, trying to work on connections and building those connections. But ever since I've come here, it's like another family to me, and I've really valued everyone here and the connections that I've made, and I'm definitely going to miss them.
What have your brothers said to you about what's next post-footy life and just about your career in general?
Well, they've always been, they inspired me to play when I was younger, so I've always looked up to them and always talking to them, and I'm looking forward to running around in B grade and having a game with them. They'll be two big sore boys, but yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So I'm looking forward to doing some fishing and camping and travelling as well. So.
Stephen, what do you reckon the Motlop name has left, the legacy that's left here at Port Adelaide?
I think hopefully, you know, we're hard trainers, and you know, hopefully we're good at footy, but we're even better people off the field, and that's how I was raised, and by my mum and dad, and you know, it's great to have a history here. We'll always hopefully be welcome back at Port Adelaide, and I'll always see this as a big part of my life.
And a decade here for you obviously doesn't get easier. You're used to this sort of stuff. How difficult is it when year on year you see, you know, I suppose sons from a father figure, and they depart the club? Yeah,
it's always a challenge. Always you know, it's more often than not a sadder moment for me, but for the players, I see, you know, you see enthusiasm in Stevie and his want to be a part of his family again and back at home, and all those things. That gives you great comfort that we've provided a fill-in family and that we've done it pretty well for him, and he's felt like that. That gives you good comfort, but you know that the reality of football, that it's a short term. We're young people for a little while, and then we get a bit older, and then you get really old, and it's not allowed to happen. But you know, you embrace your moments, you embrace your time with them. They'll always be friendships forever. That's what I'm lucky. I'm 55 and I've got all these friendships for over my journey that are still so real today, and this one will be a special one because of Stephen, because of the way he's been at the start and now at the finish. I've seen the journey, and he's such a popular person and such a lovable person, and when you lose those type of people, football's the furthest thing from your mind. It's the person, and the person that he's been for us is really valuable, and for me in particularly, he's brought a lot of smiles to my face.
Thanks, gents. Well done, Steve.
Well done, mate.
Congrats,
Well, man.
Cheers, thanks, appreciate it.
Well done, buddy.